Hello and salute everybody. So this is the second topic that I promised you. And God willing, here we are. So we thank God for that. And this topic today, it is going to, I don't know, but I have to do this. We have to chat about this. So if you have one life to live, since we carry on with this series, if you have one life to live, how much of that are you going to spend on animals? If you have, let me put it this way, if you have one life to live, why would you choose animals versus human beings? If you have one life to live, this is your life. God gave you this perfect, this, even if it's not perfect, God gave you a chance. He brought you in this world and he gave you opportunities. He gave you money. He gave you resources. He gave you whatever he gave you. And you have one life to live. It's not like you're going to die and then reborn and become somebody else, or it's not like you're going to clone yourself and live forever and ever and ever. You have one life to live. You have a judgment day. You have to answer to what you have done on this earth at the end of the day. Why would you choose animals versus living beings? How much of your life are you going to spend on animals? That's what we're going to chat about today. So welcome back to Chatting with Nicole. If you have not subscribed, please do me a favor, subscribe, share this video, like, and also check out the rest of the videos. And don't forget to turn on the notification button. All right. Thank you very much for being here. I have this topic it has been something in my mind for a very, very long time. But I received some videos and I just have to discuss this. We just have to talk about this. But the reason I wanted to talk about this before this video, so let's address this first, is the fact that some people, dog lovers, I will say pets lover, people who have dogs, and I'm just going to include this. I may be saying dog, but it's just pets lovers. I met somebody and this person broke her engagement because her fiance did not like dog or had allergies to dogs. So she chose her dog over a husband. And that person is still single. It's been 7 years, right? So that's that. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to chat about this. The second reason I wanted us to chat about this is when I meet people who love dogs and they see you are not a dog lover, they feel some kind of way. You know, I'll go to the park or I'm walking and people will just have their dogs in front of me and they expect you to pet it. They expect you to smile and have a conversation with them, to play with the dogs. And when you don't do it, they have some kind of feeling. They look at you weird and they say things and they do things. I have a confrontation about this. And for me, that's a problem. And I have people that I know and they treat their dogs, their pets, like people. Right? And a lot of you do. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying a lot of you do. But what is a problem to me is when you love your dogs, I get it, as a people, and you treat them as family members and you do all of that. What I don't get is when you actually say, or your children will say, and this happened, will say that I prefer my dog than her. That is, I prefer the dog than a living being. And some of you will say, I'd rather have my dog than you. So to me, you are choosing a dog over a living being. So that is my thing that I don't get. I don't understand. The reason why I say I don't understand this is because in the Bible, and you know I always go to the good book, there's nowhere in the Bible that said We should treat dogs better, or pets, animals better than living beings. We should love dogs. We should, we should treat dogs this way. It says we should love one another, living being as ourselves. There's nothing in the Bible that I saw that says if you love a dog so much, if you love pets so much, if you love animals so much, oh, you are going to be saved. There's nothing in the Bible that I saw. So that's why all of this, when I see, it is a concern to me. So people that I know, I try to get to understanding, the understanding. A disclaimer, I do know that there are dogs, there are animals who are so attached to their owners to the point where they save their lives. I see stories where a dog smelling their owner to the point where they were stuck somewhere in somewhere, and they saved them. In water, they saved them. Certain things, they saved them. They fell in a house and the dog has to go out and bark and find somebody and bring them and save them. I get it. I understand all of that. And I'm so grateful for those dogs, and I'm so grateful for the relationship, for their owners to have them with them to save their lives and be available for them. And I'm so grateful for the dogs being the eyes for people who can't see, people who can hear, people who are in a wheelchair. I am so grateful for we have pets to help and support and do all of that. Canine dogs. I am so grateful for all of that. So I want us to understand all of that. I am so grateful for all the smart animals, the animals in the world that we have to go and see, the beautiful animals. I thank God every day for his creation. I promise you, I am not lying to you. I thank God every day for all the creation, every creation that he has created, everything he made. So I am happy. I am grateful that he created these animals to help us, to be a man's best friend and to support us and do when we don't have anybody else. Even when we have people, we still count on the dogs and we love our dogs with all our hearts and mind. I get it. I am not dismissing that. But my only concern is if when I choose to stay with my dog, I choose to give up my dog for a husband. I'd rather be alone than choose a person to live with. I'd rather have my dog. I prefer my dog than to have a friend. I love my dog more than my friend. A little girl told me this. I was disturbed. I prefer my dog. I love my dog more than you. And you, human, you also say that. You also say adult. You always say that I prefer to be with my dog. I prefer to die with my dog. I prefer to help my dog. I prefer to spend my money on my dog than my sister. Yes, you guys do this. So when we choose animal over a living being, that is what I want us to think about. I'm not saying don't love them less, but choosing an animal over a dog, over your family member, a living being, I just want us to think about that for a second. All right? I have celebrities. I know celebrities that I like very much, but all their resources, all their money, they spend it on animals. They prefer animals. They prefer taking care of animals. It's good to take care of animal, but when you choose animal over living beings, we just have to think about that. I want us to think about that. I want us to think about that because it is important to me. It is important to me that you and I, all of us, we end up in heaven. We end up saying, holy, holy, holy to Jesus, to God. I so want all of us to end up in a better place. So our souls is more important to me than our likes, our friendship, our bodies, how we look, what we are doing today. Heaven is more important to me than the world. I promise you that. So I want us to just think about it for a second and think about how we are speaking, how we are treating, how we are talking, how we are behaving, how we are living our lives with our pets in our life. So I wanted to have this discussion for the longest. And just because you love dog does not mean I have to love dog. I have to love them. Just because you love dogs, you cannot make me pet them. Because I may not love dogs. I may just like cats. I may not even like animals at all. So we shouldn't be enforcing or forcing other people to pet our pets or to like our pets or to treat them as human beings like you do. So keep that in mind. Just because you are so attached to your dog, your animal, your pets, it doesn't mean we have to be attached. I have to be attached to it because I may have a different feeling. So don't force your dogs on me. Don't force your pets on other people. So understand if they don't. But there is a line we have to draw a line. Just because they don't like it doesn't mean you have to hate them. Just because I'm allergic to dogs doesn't mean that you have to hate me. Just because I like cats doesn't mean I am not your friend. So let's just keep an open-minded. Okay? So since this is what I wanted us to chat about, but now this video that I got today, I have to add it on the mist. So you guys can read it yourself. The most richest dog is Gunther the Fourth. He inherited $400 million from his owner. $400 million was left for a dog, was left for a pet. So think about it a second, and please try to understand where I'm coming from here. We have people dying from hunger in the African continent, every continent. We have homeless dying. We have people dying in hospitals. We have people going to the hospitals and don't have money to buy medication, to get a shot. People are dying from empty stomach. We have children dying. People dying everywhere. They're homeless in this United States. They're homeless in every corner, begging. They're suffering everywhere. There's projects. There are people who you can buy homes, you can buy apartments, you can feed, you can clothe, you can save a whole continent. You can, I know it's exaggerating, but you can save countries and countries and countries with $400 million. But instead, you choose to leave it for a dog, for a pet. And this is not the only one. You go to YouTube or you go to Google. When they sent this to me, I started getting all of this. So this is not the only dog. It's just the richest right now. So some people do it because they don't have kids and they just hate the whole world and they love their pets. They decided to just give their inheritance to their dog because they love their dog more than their life, their souls. And some of them have family members. They don't have good relationship with them. They hate each other. So they decided, I'm just going to leave everything to my dog. Some people have children. They give a little bit to their children and they give the rest to the dogs. Some people just say like, forget it. I don't even want to leave anything for anyone in my family. This is my money. I do whatever I want with it. They leave it for their pets. All these stories you hear and you just like, what? What is going on? So it is concerning. I know you can tell me, Nicole, it is their money. It is their inheritance. It is their hard-earned money. They can do whatever they want with it. They can put it in a toilet if they want. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. I am not judging. Well, let me take that away. Let me not use judging. I am not saying that they cannot do whatever they want with their money. And I know they're already dead. And they already passed away. They already left their money for the dogs. I am talking about people who are still living today. I'm talking about people who are still, I am trying to hope that somebody right now has all this money sitting in the bank and they're thinking that, oh, when I die, I'm going to leave it for my pets. When you have people dying in your neighborhood, you have people dying in the street, you have people dying in Africa, suffering everywhere. People dying. People are sleeping in a tent. People are sleeping with no rooms, and people are sleeping under the bridges. Think about that. There was a show that I was watching with my niece, and this family, they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a container, a thing to put their snake in, to display their snake in their living room. I was like, how much? I saw it. They got the money. They spent weeks and weeks and weeks. They went everywhere trying to find this perfect thing to put their snake in. Hundreds of dollars to display a snake. A snake of all animals. They spent hundreds of dollars to display a snake in their living room. This is the kind of world that we are living in. So when I'm here talking about this, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. How is it that we're spending millions and millions of dollars on our pets, leaving our fortune to our pets when we have living beings? So imagine all these people who gave all their money to their pets. Imagine where they are today. Are they wishing, oh my God, I wish I didn't just leave all of that. I wish I have helped the poor. I wish I have listened. I wish I have done it for living beings instead. Are they somewhere right now wishing, and there's nothing they can do about it? Because you and I know that in the Bible, there's nowhere that says, take care of the pets. God said to take care of his people. Take care of the poor. Take care of the widows. Take care of those who cannot help themselves. Take care of his people. Be an ambassador of Christ. So when God blesses you with money, 400 million, he blesses you with money. It is not for you to keep. It is for you. Yes, you can help your dog. Yes, you can support your pet. You can take care of your pet. But it is to take care of his people. It's to serve his people. It's to take care of his church. It's to take care of him. It is to support him. It's to do the things that he created you to do. He created us to do. So I just want to remind all of us, pet lovers, I love you guys. My best friend has 3 dogs. Her whole family, I think they have in a whole and all, they have 6 dogs. They treat them as their family. I don't hate her. I don't have anything against her. But if she said that I love my dog more than my children, then we're going to have a conversation. But I'm not saying, I am not against you loving dogs. I am so impressed when dogs can do, when animals can do. And I thank God, like I said, I thank God every day for all his creation, every single living being that he created. You know, the animals that he created and what they can do. I am grateful for that. But what I'm asking for us right now, animal lovers, those of us who are in a position where we have so much money that we can spend, that we can save the world, we can save a continent, we can save a country, we can save the economy. We are spending it on a dog. So this is the dog getting VIP treatment over here. A dog has his own chef cooking for him. Apparently the dog, he's offering to buy Nicolas Cage Island. A dog is requesting to buy a Nicolas Cage Island. That means that whoever is supporting, whoever is the caregiver of the dog, obviously, is the doing. They want to buy an island. The dog wants to buy an island so that he can live in when we have people dying every day. I hope, guys, that you are hearing what I'm hearing, hearing what I'm saying, hearing my own hearing. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. I have one life to live. You want to spend it on animals. You want to spend it on pets rather than living being that God sent you to serve, to help. Is that what you want to do? How much of your time are you going to spend on animals? So let me tell you, people tell me, People tell me, Nicole, you need to get a dog because when I live alone, you need to get a dog, you need to do this. And I said, I have to be honest. I have to say, I understand and I appreciate the feedback, but as an African woman, I was born in Africa, raised in Africa, and I know what Africa is, how Africa is, especially in my country, Togo, where I come from. And for me to come and live here, and for me to be able to get a dog and afford a dog, and have to get the dog an insurance, pay for the dog's insurance, take him for grooming, and take care of the dog. And my friend even have drawers. They have special drawers, special clothes for her dogs. So imagine, I have to spend money. If I have to come here and God bless me and I come here and I have to get a dog and I have to spend all this money on a dog, that would be terrible. The reason why I say it would be terrible is because I know I have people back home suffering. I have people back home dying of hunger. I have people back home who if I send that money, that insurance money for my dog, it will save it. They can use that to pay their school fees. They can use that to pay a rent. They can use that to feed their family for 6 months. So knowing that, I say, no, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. First of all, it's not me to begin with, but I just cannot do it. Even cat was proposed to me, get cats. I cannot get a cat because I have to help the cat. I have to support the cat. I cannot neglect it. So the money that I have, if I have the money to take care of a cat, I prefer to send it to somebody back home. I prefer to give it to a homeless. I prefer to give it to somebody who can have food in their stomach and sleep than to get a pet. I don't know, you African who are listening to me, I don't know how many of you have pets. And if you're actually taking care of your pet like you're supposed to, have insurance and take care of them, do a grooming, take care of their teeth and take care of them and groom, do all of that. I don't know how many of you. But if you do, I want you to think about it for a second. Think about people back home. Think about those of you have back. I know it is selfish. I get it. It is, people who think that, oh, Nicole, that's selfish because the dog also needs, a home. Yes. If you can afford it, yes. But as you have your dog, you're taking care of your dog, remember your people back home. I'm not saying neglect your dog, but I'm saying remember that if you can afford it, remember that you should also take care of your people back home. Your villages, the people in your villages. Even if you're taking care of everybody in your family, everybody is well taken care of in your family. How about the people in your village? How about your people in your town? They are still people. They don't have to be your family for you to take care of. So if you're able to take care of your dog and have a dog as a pet, remember that you can also save some money, get some money and help people as well. Don't just take care of dogs, because taking care of dogs is not going to get you to heaven. Saving people, God's people will. Among everything else we discussed before. But that is part of God's plan. God wants us to save their children, to save his children, not to spend it on animals, not to choose animals over his people. So let's keep that in mind. My dog lovers, I love you guys. I understand how you feel about your dogs. I get it. I'm just saying that while you have your dogs, you're taking care of your dog, try not to choose your dogs over living being. Try not to neglect living being over your dogs. Remember that we have to take care of living beings as well. Remember that there are still people who are hungry. There are still people who are sleeping on empty stomach. As you're taking care of your dog, remember to take care of living beings as well. Remember to take care of God's people as well. As you are thinking about what to do with your money, think about people back home. Think about Africa. Think about the needies. Think about the homeless. Think about people who are suffering. Think about living beings versus leaving everything to your pets. I want to know your thought. I want to know what you have to say about this. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I want to hear from you. No matter what your comment, no matter what you're feeling, I want you to say something. Tell me what it is. Let's have this conversation. Let's carry on with this conversation. So that means that I'm going to ask you to share with everyone you know. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already, and also check out the rest of the videos. And do not forget to turn on the notification button. So stay safe and blessed, and I'll see you on the next one.